Good morning. Coming to second unit. Here we can see various MOS inverter circuits and different combinational circuits using fast transistor logic, gate logic and MOS dynamic circuits. We all know that with reference to digital VLSI circuits, inverter is the basic building block. Therefore, in the session, in the second unit, first part, we will see how to design an inverter using MOS transistors. So this is the diagram representing here in the slide. This is the basic generalized diagram for the MOS inverter. It includes two devices, pull-up device and pull-down device. Usually the pull-down device is always enhancement transistor, enhancement NMOS, which is placed between ground and output terminal. And another device is referred as pull-up device. It is located between VDD and output terminal. But there are different types of pull-up devices are used. Each one has their own advantage and disadvantage. Now tell me, what is inverter? That is, the circuit which complements its input is called the inverter. Simply, in terms of gate, you can say the NOT gate is the inverter. This is the symbol for the NOT gate. And the truth table with reference to NOT gate is like this. Here you can observe whether the inverter output is complement of the input or not. Suppose if the Vin is 0, what about the output voltage 1? It is the complement of the input. Similarly, suppose if the input is 1, logic 1, the output is logic 0. So in both the cases, the output is complement of the input. Okay, so the NOT gate is considered as an inverter. Now let us see the inverter design. Okay. Before going to see the design of inverter using different types of load devices, see the characteristics of an inverter. Now the diagram, whatever you can see in the slide, is the ideal characteristics of the inverter. Here what happens is, when the input is very low, or starts from 0, the corresponding output voltage is VDD. By increasing the input voltage towards VDD, when the input is half of the VDD value, that is VDD by 2, the output changes its value from logic 1 to logic 0. That's why this is called the inverter threshold voltage. Okay, so the input voltage where the output changes from logical high to logical 0 with reference to this curve is referred as the threshold voltage, inverter threshold voltage. After that, whatever the input voltage, the output becomes the output value is 0. Okay, this is the ideal characteristics, but practically the inverter threshold voltage may not equal to VDD by 2. The practical curve is somewhat different means it maintains some slope like this because of the resistance offered by the pull up and pull down devices. Generally pull up device, the output voltage never equal to VDD. It is at less than VDD voltage. that is referred as the VOH. VOH. Okay, here in this diagram, VOH. So with the incremental of input voltage up to VIL, that is the maximum low level input voltage, corresponding to this voltage, the output voltage is at VOH. Okay. After that, if the input is greater than or equal to the voltage where the input voltage where we can see both input and output voltages are equal in the curve, where both input and output voltages are equal, that point is referred as the inverter threshold voltage point here. Okay, so this is the point where V out equal to V in, hence it is considered as the inverter threshold voltage. Okay, so after that inverter threshold voltage, with the high input voltage, the output voltage comes to low value, that is referred as the VOL. This is the VOL value, minimum VOL value. Okay, this is the practical characteristic curve of an inverter. Okay, so with reference to this, here some one important concept is noise margin. There are two noise margins are there: low level noise margin and high level noise margin. First of all, what is meant by noise margin means the tolerable noise effect. The tolerable noise effect is referred as the noise margin. That means though the noise is present, the output may not be affected because of that noise. So up to which amount of noise the output may not be affected is considered as the tolerable amount. That is referred as the noise margin here. And now with reference to low level, the noise margin is considered as low level noise margin. Similarly, with reference to logical high, the noise margin is considered as high level noise margin. So to define to derive the expressions for the high and low level noise margins, here is one diagram representing in the slide. There are two inverters here. The output of one inverter acts as a input for the another inverter. With reference to first inverter, the diagram representing the voltage values with reference to logical high and with reference to logical low. With reference to logical high, the voltage is VOH. That is the minimum output voltage is, with reference to logical high, the minimum output voltage is the VOH. So this is the range. With reference to logical high at the output of the first inverter. But with reference to logical low, the maximum output voltage notation is VOL. The maximum output voltage notation is VOL, whereas minimum is 0. The range is 0 to VOL. The voltage range 0 to VOL is considered as the low level output voltage. Now these voltages acts as a inputs for the second inverter, right? Now assume this is the voltage range with reference to logical high at the input of the inverter, and this is the voltage range with reference to logical low at the input of the second inverter. Okay. To recognize the input correct values, the output of the first inverter as a correct value by the second inverter, the output voltages the output voltage of the first inverter must be in the range of voltages of the second inverter input. Otherwise, you can get the error values. If you observe here, the VOH is acts as the input voltage for the second inverter, and it is in the range of the high level input voltage, so that up to this value of the output voltage of the first inverter, the second inverter recognized it as a correct value, that is logical 1. Okay, so therefore the difference between these two is treated as the noise margin. Actually, the output of the first inverter with reference to logical high, this is the minimum voltage. Because of noise, if the minimum voltage is fall less than the VOH value, up to VIH, even it falls below VOH, it is recognized as a logical 1 by the second inverter. Okay, that's why this is treated as the noise margin with reference to logical high. Okay, similarly in logical low, VOL is the maximum voltage with reference to logic 0 at the output of the first inverter. But suppose if because of noise, if the voltage value is greater than VOL, because of noise, up to VIL value, see here, up to VIL, though the output voltage is raised above the VOL, it is considered as logical low by the second inverter. Okay, why? Because it is within the range of the logical low. That's why that voltage is even raised because of noise, considered as same logic 0 by the second inverter. That's why this is also called noise margin, but in low level. So therefore, what is the expression for high level noise margin? It is VOH minus VIH. Similarly, what is the expression for low level noise margin? VIL minus VOL. Okay, so see those equations here. Low level noise margin is VIL minus VOL, and high level noise margin is VOH minus VIH. So these two are the important parameters with reference to logic gates or inverter. Okay, and in the next class we will see what are the different types of pull-up components are used, and also see what are the drawbacks in each and every case, and what are the advantages in each and every case. Okay.